Hi, everybody. Happy Friday to you on this final day of February. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the KGW TV building in downtown Portland. I have a pretty good show for you, I think, as we get you into the weekend. I'm sure you've heard by this, especially those of you watching from the Portland area, but PDX hit 70 degrees on Thursday, breaking the old record for February 27th, which was 67 back in 1968. And perhaps most interesting from my chair is that until yesterday, the earliest in the season or the year PDX had ever hit 70 was actually on today's date, February 28th. But now the earliest mark of 70-degree weather has been shifted to February 27th. The record on this Friday, and we have beautiful sunshine out there. The record on this Friday is 71, and it's the same batch of air. So we'll see if we get to 70 or not. And then, of course, the other story, maybe the one you're watching for, is what's going to happen this weekend. This is the water vapor imagery this morning. I want you to notice, see this green area? This is the heightened water vapor aloft. And where you see it's most robust, this is the bullseye of this system that's going to be going into Northern California and Southern Oregon over the weekend. There's actually a low pressure system out ahead of this that's already setting off of the California coast. So more on when we get rain, how much we get, and all of that coming up. And then don't forget, one more reminder that it is this evening on this Friday that we get to see the planet parade, and it will be clear out. So look at us. So the drill is the moon will set in the western sky out over the Pacific, if you can see the ocean. Anyway, the moon will set in the western sky at 7:10 tonight. So right about the time the sun goes down, which will be closer to 6 p.m., look to the west. You'll be able to spot the crescent-shaped moon, and then you'll see two bright objects bookending the moon. Those bright objects will be the planets of Mercury and Saturn. And then if you just gaze more upward in the sky, if you will, you'll be able to see it to the naked eye, what appear to be the brightest objects, and those would be the planets of Venus, Jupiter, and Mars. So this planet parade to the naked eye, again, you're picking out the brightest looking stars, or star-like features, I should say, in the sky tonight. All of this courtesy of Jim Todd, Director of Space Education out at OMSI. But here's the lineup: Saturn, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. Now, I am told you will need a telescope to see Uranus, and also with the telescope, you could perhaps see Neptune. So that's tonight. That's pretty cool. We don't have clear skies for these sky shows that often, it doesn't seem like. I just wanted to share this with you quickly because it was a beautiful shot. This was early this morning before sunup from downtown Portland. This is the camera that sits high on the Wells Fargo Tower building in downtown. And this was looking down when the low fog bank was starting to roll in, but you could still see the clear blue skies awaiting us with the sunrise. So really a pretty shot, courtesy of KGW's TV, KGW TV's Wells Fargo camera. All right, my weathercast brought to you by the Momentous Wealth podcast. Listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify. Choose from a variety of investment topics meant to educate you. All right, they are my sponsor. I met with them yesterday. One of my 401k mutual fund checkups. Momentous Wealth Management is the firm, licensed in Oregon and in Washington. Okay, let's get you through the animations that's going to take you through your weekend. We keep the clear skies today. Fabulous Friday night. And I think we wake up Saturday morning dry, with the possible exception there could be some light rain or traces of moisture in a low cloud bank along the coast Saturday morning. But otherwise, Saturday morning will start dry. And what this shows you, this is the future radar product from the American GFS model, is that measurable precipitation is still out to sea. This is the green area. And really, with the exception of some light moisture from a thick low cloud deck along the coast, Saturday, for the most part, is going to stay dry, with the exception of afternoon rain potentially across the southern Oregon coast and southwestern Oregon. And you can see that here. This is at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. It's tough to tell as a forecaster what the cloud versus sun ratio is going to be in Salem, Portland, and Vancouver on Saturday. Anything from some early clouds to partly sunny to maybe then eventually clouding up. But up and down I-5, once you get out of the areas south of Roseburg, for example, we will stay dry. Here is Saturday evening. Now clouds are thickening and the rain chances begin. Some of the models show we stay dry until after midnight. This model shows some evening showers. Most notably, rain south of Portland all the way down, and there's Medford. There's some decent rain coming in. This would be 10 o'clock Saturday evening, and some showers overnight. Here's Sunday morning. What you're seeing is kind of some circular bands of some mostly light rain moving across. This is 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon. You can see there's nothing that's absolutely widespread. And I hope you're noticing from Portland northward, there's far less rain, and there's more as you drop continually south into Oregon. Now, this is Monday, scattered shower threat, and then I want to play it into Tuesday afternoon because here's Tuesday afternoon, and this is another wave of maybe fairly widespread rain pushing across our area. And the chance of showers after that will be continuing into Wednesday, maybe even Thursday. How much rain are we talking about? I'm going to show you two models. This is the American GFS model. It goes with what I just showed you. All total from what developed Saturday evening, overnight, Sunday through the day on Tuesday. This shows a quarter to a half of an inch of rain from Portland, Kelso, Longview down into Salem and Eugene, and then heftier amounts down to the south, where you have over an inch of rain down in the Coos Bay, North Bend area. And you can see some heftier amounts of rain down in the Medford area as well, and over an inch of total liquid precipitation to deal with in the southern Oregon Cascades. So some decent moisture amounts along the Cascades period, and then lesser amounts up into Washington, Seattle, a tenth to maybe a quarter of an inch. So that's one weather model. Now let's show you the National Weather Service National Blended Model. This won't go out as far, but it is going to show you as I animate it, the first wave of moisture Saturday overnight into early Sunday morning hitting the South Oregon coast and then kind of working up to the north across Oregon. Very little moisture through Sunday morning in Washington State. And even through 4 p.m. Sunday, if this model is correct, it shows less than 5/100ths of an inch in Portland and less than that up in Seattle. In fact, maybe no rain up in Seattle, and then more like a quarter of an inch down in southern Oregon, and more like 4/10 to a half of an inch along the southwestern coast of Coos Bay, North Bend, and maybe up into Florence. So this one is drier. Here it is. Even going into Tuesday afternoon, it doesn't show that much total rain from Portland or up north. So here's the setup. This is the upper flow pattern. This is going to explain what we just looked at. So here we are this afternoon. See look at this upper level high, 573. It's not that impressive of a pressure height over Nevada and southern Idaho and Oregon, but it is centered and does ridge nicely well up into Canada. So this has brought in the record temperatures that we had yesterday when we hit 70. Now, as I play this into Saturday, notice the ridge is here. It's moving off to the east. Here comes a trough swinging in. This is Saturday at 4 p.m. Moisture picking up from the system that's really anchored. Here's the low. It's really anchored along the Oregon-California border. That's why there's more moisture to our south and less to the north. And then that continues to push in the meat of it all the way into San Francisco. This is Sunday morning. And then really becomes a California, Nevada upper level feature. And that's why some of the models give us very little total precip from Portland northward and maybe nothing up in Seattle. That system clearly stays south. There's Arizona and there's Utah into Monday morning. Now, the next wave of any significant rain is potentially Tuesday afternoon. Here's that little wave of moisture. Notice none of this is cold. Snow levels at the lowest are going to go down to maybe 3,500 feet to start next week up in the Cascades. That's pass level, but nothing cold. Here's rain chances continuing on Wednesday of next week. Here's a flat ridge. See, here's the high. See how there's no roll ridging? See, everything just comes in kind of west to east in the contour. We call that a flat ridge. That can produce some cloudiness and shower activity even continuing into Thursday. And then here is the first colder storm. Remember the March outlook, colder than normal, wetter than normal. This is a potentially dry morning Saturday, a week from this Saturday, Saturday, the 8th of March. And then here's that storm absolutely developing moisture on Sunday, March 9th with a warm south flow. The front passes, and then here's a colder day on Monday, March 10th. Let's keep playing this. Remember the blue contour right here is the polar jet. Lowering into Portland on Tuesday, March 11th. This is pretty active weather. There, finally, the polar jet is to our south on, this would be Thursday, March 13th. Again, this is active. That's a cold upper level low. Polar jet, California, Oregon border. That's snow levels of 2,000 feet or lower on Friday the 14th. And then these cold shots, well, that's about as far out as that goes. So let me just back this up. So the 14th, 15th is about as far out as we went. So that shows that next week is mild. And then the following week, the second full week of March is when we start to get colder. and really start to turn on the We Are Active machine. Quick look at the mountain. Look at these temps. This is 11 o'clock in the morning on this Friday. Timberline 54, Meadows 57. Talk about spring conditions. Ski Bowl running a little bit cooler, but the past temperature 56, 57 at Government Camp. Obviously, all the highway passes, including the Siskiyou Summit in California, are dry. It's almost 50 degrees down in the Siskiyous, in fact, at pass level. Could hit 60 up there today, 53 tomorrow, all dry. So tomorrow's more soft snow, but dry if you're recreating or traveling. And then Sunday's moisture slowly picks up anywhere from practically nothing to as much as 4 inches of snow at 5,000 feet and higher. Monday's 1 to 3 inches of snow showers at pass level. Tuesday's kind of the same at pass level. All of this on my Mount Hood forecast page on my weather site, portlandweather.com, that I own and operate. Brought to you by Hillcrest Ski and Board Shop. Again, you can rent stuff there and you can buy stuff there, including all the clothes you need, boots, skis, poles, boards, you get it. That's in Gresham. Okay, let's go around the horn real quick. Everybody's going to be warming up. This shows Medford 69. Medford was the warm spot in the state on Thursday, hitting 71. Dry start to Saturday, then rain chances develop. Remember, by Sunday into Monday morning, this is the bullseye of the rain chances. Medford rainy on Sunday and 49 degrees, okay? Central Oregon, 68 today, near 70. Crazy. 63 Saturday, more sun. Rain chances picking up on Sunday, still mild, a high of 50, then a dry Monday and some rain chances first part of next week. Pretty mild, though, highs around 50. Remember, next week, there's really no cold air coming in. Here's Pendleton. We've talked about the misspelling from this auto feed from NOAA that I have no control over. 63 today, 58 Saturday. You get into some clouds and some rain chances Sunday. This could be barely traceable showers for you. It's going to be widely scattered. Notice only a 20% rain chance Sunday, a 30% chance Monday, and still hitting 50. So that again continues the mild weather story, doesn't it? Salem, mid 60s, low 60s, showers, mid 50s on Sunday, some rain around on Monday, shower chance because continuing to next week, no cold weather. Eugene is going to be, now we're starting to open up a better chance of significant rain as you drop southward on Sunday into Monday. 61 expected today. Up in Seattle, not much rain. A chance of rain Sunday, a chance Monday, a chance Tuesday. This is probably less than 5/100ths of an inch to a tenth of an inch of rain at most on any of these days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday up in Seattle. All dry today, all dry on Saturday. North Bend, rain bullseye. Heavier rain Sunday, could be a half of an inch or more. Rain Monday, could be another quarter to a half of an inch of rain along the South Oregon coast. Today's 61 and sunny, and then in the 50s with the clouds coming. Okay. Here's Portland's 7-day forecast, courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros in Clark County. Off of I-5 in Vancouver, in Hazeldale, actually. All right. Nice people. They handle all my tire needs, have for years. 69, maybe we hit 70 today. We're either going to be at least 66, 67, or as warm as 70, or even that record-tying 71. We'll see. Tomorrow, it's tough to tell how much sunshine in Portland versus cloudiness we get and the central to North Willamette Valley in general. Enough sun would take us into the 60s easily. Showers, cloudiness on Sunday, still in the 50s. Same thing on Monday. Tuesday, the best chances in the afternoon. Wednesday, Thursday, maybe we see a few showers or we don't. I have every night above freezing. I have highs in the 50s once we cool down with the cloud cover coming in on Sunday. So that's your update. If you haven't subscribed, again, I ask you to do so. It helps me out. You'll be notified when I post. For now, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Enjoy the sun and enjoy what looks to be March coming in like a lamb, the old folklore saying. I'll talk to you soon.